So I want to tell you a story of not too long ago when I wasn't doing too hot. I had just failed in business. I had grown a successful business. It completely crashed. I had no source of income. I was living off of my credit cards. I felt like broke not only financially but also like spiritually. Like I had lost my identity. I wasn't excited about who I was. I wasn't excited about the future. And I was at this point in my life where I was at this really low place. And I remember every day I would wake up and I'd be almost like scared, and uncertain of what my next move was and what I was going to do next. And it was this place that really sucked. And I don't know what it was, but it was kind of, sometimes when you hit like the rock bottom of places, sometimes really powerful things happen. And it's interesting that I'm telling the story on Thanksgiving, but for some reason, I don't remember what it was, I had started going back to church and I had started feeling a little bit better, and I got to this point where I knew that like if I could just get myself to feel gratitude, to get myself to feel grateful, then I wouldn't feel fearful at the same time, because it's impossible to feel grateful and scared at the same time. So it was really like a big priority in my life to like get my head straight, get my heart right, and get my mind right. And so I remember there's this period in my life where literally every single morning for probably like a month, I would wake up, get out of bed, and I would just start praying to God, and I'd get so grateful that I would literally start crying. Like every single morning I was so grateful. I could feel like my heart beating, and I just tried to intensify that feeling as much as possible. And what it did was, when I tapped into that feeling of gratitude, it allowed me to like totally change my day. I started having I went from having all these shitty days to like having really good days where like all this good stuff was happening to me. I was attracting the right opportunities. I was attracting the right people into my life. And it all happened because I would wake up and I would feel this state of gratitude, even though it may seem kind of weird to you that like this grown man is crying every morning, but it was because I was so grateful. And so after that, things started changing very quickly. Boom, boom, boom. I started having better and better days. And I really contribute like a lot of the reason why I was able to get out of that place in my head was just because I got grateful. And I know like I have friends of mine that struggle with anxiety and being too much in their head and like having self-confidence issues and all this stuff. And a lot of times I tell them that like, man, if you can just like start thinking of things as soon as you wake up, start thinking of like one thing that like you could be grateful for, and then think of another thing, and then another thing, and another thing, and just start counting your blessings, then you start changing the way that you think, because your conscience is no longer thinking about the lack or the negativity, but it's thinking about all these good things, and so more good things start coming. So it was just something that totally changed my life at a point when I was rock bottom, was just finding a place of gratitude. And it's Thanksgiving, so take several minutes today to start counting your blessings. Like, what are all the things that you can be grateful for? And you just go on this chain of counting the things that you're grateful for, and it'll totally change the way that you feel.